Are you ready to transform your summer into an epic splash-tastic adventure? Say goodbye to wasteful, single-use water balloons and hello to the ultimate in reusable, eco-friendly fun with reusable water balloons. Check out the link in the video description to get yours on Amazon today.
Joaquin Guzman Lopez apparently grew tired of living with a target on his back as a member of Los Chapitos, or Little Chapos, the clan of siblings who took control of one half of the Sinaloa cartel drug cartel empire after their father Joaquin, El Chapo Guzman was arrested and later extradited to the United States. On Thursday, El Chapo found a one-way ticket out of the extravagant, yet illicit, lifestyle when he hopped on a small jet with fugitive cartel co-founder Ismael El Mayo Zambada and set him up to be arrested in El Paso, Texas, DailyMail.com has learned. DailyMail.com confirmed through a former Department of Justice that El Mayo joined Guzman Lopez on a flight to the Mexico City area to look for potential properties that he was going to purchase. However, the aircraft changed its flight path and headed north into U.S. airspace before landing in El Paso, where agents were awaiting. Zambada appeared in federal court in El Paso Friday morning and has entered a plea of not guilty to slew of drug trafficking charges, court records show. Joaquin Guzman Lopez, alongside his brother Ovidio Guzman Lopez, was indicted by a federal grand jury in the Eastern District of New York in 2018 for allegedly conspiring to distribute cocaine, marijuana and methamphetamine into the United States. Retired Drug Enforcement Administration agent and chief of operation, Ray Donovan, who helped take down El Chapo, told DailyMail.com on Friday that it was a smart move by Joaquin Guzman Lopez to turn himself in. It means that it was a highly intelligent move on his part. Here he is indicted by the U.S. government. There's a lot of violence in Mexico. Potentially, change of administration with President-elect Claudia Sheinbaum in Mexico. Potentially, a change of administration in the United States, Donovan said. There is a lot of rhetoric going on, he added. It's not a bad move if you're him. You want a peaceful life, and you don't want to be a part of this anymore? Then, it's actually a highly intelligent move on his part. Donovan senses that the fear of being killed at any given moment led Joaquin Guzman Lopez to betray Zambada, following years on internal strife. It's too much pressure, it's too much burden, and they fear death all the time, he said. They fear being killed. Listen, even the top people fear being killed, as powerful as they are. Donovan was behind an operation to capture El Mayo in 2014 following El Chapo's Hollywood-like prison escape, but El Mayo managed to outsmart them. We knew what was going on with him. We knew where he was and Mayo was smart, Donovan recalled. He had intelligence that there was an operation and he ran to the mountains. While Chapo had intelligence too, he stayed in Culiacan. So, I always used that as somewhat of an indicator of how intelligent Mayo was. Mayo was sharp and he didn't stay around. He wasn't bold. The older he got, the more businesslike he became. It's unlikely that Joaquin Guzman Lopez's half-brothers, Ivan Guzman Salazar and Jesus Guzman Salazar, will follow his steps and voluntarily surrender to U.S. authorities. Of the four siblings, Donovan described Joaquin Guzman Lopez as being the least culpable, because he was just looking up to his brothers and got caught up in the family business. Listen, Joaquin, did he deal with drugs? Yes, Donovan said. But was he really the main one? No, he was never the main guy. He was more like a follower than a leader. Ovidio was the big producer of fentanyl. Ivan ran the cartel. Jesus had the contacts in Colombia. He, Joaquin Guzman Lopez, had to weigh the pros and cons, and I think that he made a smart decision. He wants a different life. This is it. Donovan explained that the fact that Joaquin Guzman Lopez surrendered means that he had the intent of moving on from the cartel. Ovidio Guzman Lopez was apprehended in Mexico in September 2023 and is facing drug trafficking and money laundering charges in Chicago. It is showing good faith to the government, right? He said. It's not a national self-surrender, it's an international self-surrender, right? So good faith to the U.S., that's one thing. Second thing is Mayo Zambada is apprehended. That is a big benefit. To me, I see it as a well-played move. Donovan sees Ivan Guzman Salazar joining forces with Zambada's son, Ismael El Mayo Flaco Zambada Siqueiros, who is